Hello, hello, everyone. I am super happy to be here. For those that don't know me, because we have a bunch of people here that probably don't know who I am. My name is Stephanie Pacheco, and I am the Star Director for Rolling Scents. We have a very, 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 very amazing special guest today that has my heart. Since day one in Scentsy, I literally have been seeing her since I joined 3 years ago. She is a role model every single day. She rocks her business. I have seen her in the Alaska Cruise Incentive. We went together. I saw her in SFR when we went to Salt Lake City. So I love her. I adore her. And literally when I told my husband I'm gonna have Wendy Heath coming to us to do a fundraiser Zoom call, he was like, oh yeah, I was like, do you remember Wendy? She was like, yeah, she's the bling girl. Yeah, she's the person that's, because you went as the far girl, you had the bling dress. And I remember you in the cruise, you were always super, you never see Wendy not being amazing. She's always pretty, makeup on or off. I've seen her makeup off, guys. I've seen her makeup off. So
all good.
She's the same. She's the same person that you see right there. She's amazing and a fundraiser queen. This is her topic, so I'm gonna let her talk about herself and all this, and I'm gonna just mute myself. And if you guys have any questions, write it on the chat, and then we'll get to your questions, because I'm pretty sure she's going to answer every single question while she goes through this entire process. 100%. So Wendy, the floor is all yours.
Okay, so before I get started, I don't like to read the chat when I'm training. So if you can say, raise your hand and be like, hold on, Wendy, let me stop and let me answer. I like to address it as it comes. I am here for you. So excited. Okay, so for those of you who don't know me, my name is Wendy Heath. I'm a superstar director out of Orange County, Southern California. My team name is OC Scents, Family of Teams. And I think I have, let's see, I've been doing this 13 years. Currently, I'm going to give you some stats, and that's not braggy. I'm just sharing, okay? I think I have about 2,200 in my group. I have 3 superstar directors under me. So there's a total of 4 of us superstar directors. And I have about 7 or 8 star directors and maybe 50 plus directors. But you know what? This is all about you tonight and getting you to really feel comfortable with fundraising. I'm going to tell you a little story. First of all, I'm going to share the crazy news I got couple days ago. Is my director's husband is on hospice and dying of cancer. I'm a cancer survivor. So if you wonder why every day I'm happy, because I choose that, right? I could be, every day I wake up, it's a beautiful day because I'm here and I'm alive. But right now, a lot of people are struggling. They're struggling financially. They're struggling mentally, physically. We need to help. So how do we do that with Scentsy? Wow, that light's bright. Here, let me move over a tiny bit. How do we do it with Scentsy? Oh, Stephanie, I just saw that. I am so sorry. I don't know what it said about if it was cancer or not, but my mom died in my arms 7 years ago. It's tough, but what I want you to do right now is I want you to think about, in this trying time when finances are hard and gas prices are up and we've been locked down and now we're out again, what are we going to do to change the world? We can do that by fundraising. Now, I'm going to talk about the who's, the what's, the whys, and the how's of fundraising, why we do it, how we do it. Say in the chat if anybody has seen my fundraising training that I did on YouTube, because a lot of the forms that I'm going to talk about are on that YouTube, or I can drop them in here with Stephanie. But on my YouTube, I have all the fundraising forms, plus, yay, Kira, I just dropped a file on inside that file, okay, on the fundraising, that has all the documents where you can pop your own QR code in to make it easier. So there's a second thing in the descriptions, that's where you'll find it, FYI. But let's talk about why we fundraise. You know, fundraising comes from your heart. It does. And so right now you're thinking, who could I help? Wendy, I want to do a fundraiser. I just don't know where to go. This is what I do. I'm being so transparent right now. I listen. So why are we fundraising is because we want to give back. We have that in our hearts, in our minds, in our souls that we want to give back. And that's what fundraising is, because you don't fundraise to make money. Yep, I said it. We don't fundraise to make money. You give up your 25% profit. You do. You do. You give up your 25% profit. So it's not about making the money. It's about the connections, the tax write-offs, and basically all the free and the half price stuff, because you do get that as a reward. So it's a blessing to fundraise. It really is. I'll tell you about a fundraiser that I did just not too long ago for a little girl. Now, sometimes you can do a personal fundraiser, and this one was really hard for me to talk about. We did a fundraiser for a little girl with brain cancer, and the family was just struggling with the money, getting the money together. So all of us, I called a couple of my other vendor friends, we all set up in a backyard, and we all gave up our entire profit that day. That's a fundraiser. Grab 3 or 4 other teamies, other vendors, clothing. I had a jewelry vendor. I had another, what else do we have there? Pampered chef. So all of us, whatever we did that day, we gave our profit right to the couple, the young couple with their little baby. And so that's an easy fundraise. Talk about KISS, keeping it super simple. That's as easy as it gets. You set up, you did an event, you gave your profit up right then and there. There was no shopping link. That was it. That's a beautiful fundraiser that people get to see, touch, and experience Scentsy. But let's say you want to go one step further. The little girl didn't make it. So, I know. But we were able to help with the funeral cost. Didn't know that was what it was going to be. So think right now, who do you know that's struggling? Who do you know that needs help? A dance team, a soccer team, a cheerleading team, a football team for uniforms. Who do you know that needs help? I know you can think. I want you to think before I go any further. Who are you going to reach out to right now? Yeah, I better see all these comments coming up in here. Who do you know that needs us right now? Who needs a fundraiser? Oh, you're thinking, that school that my daughter goes to, the preschool, they need playground equipment, the this, the that, the cheer squad. Exactly. Cheer and dance and football and extra sports are expensive. That church that's trying to get some money for a new program or a new organization, help a church. My kids' baseball. Exactly. We can make a difference just by fundraising. So you think, well, how do I do that? Let me tell you, it's as easy as setting up a table of your products and sharing them. You can even take orders, but everything you do that day would go to them. Or you do one step further. You set up a table, you share inside a home or in an office. Love office parties. Always go on payday. Always go on or near a payday so they have money, right? And bring some food in. If you do an office party, bring some food in. That way they don't take off and leave for lunch, because usually you do it on their lunch hour. So that's kind of exciting and interesting to go into an office and do this. Plus they can't shop and you get to bring the products to them. And the holidays right now, everyone is feeling extra special. Could you do a buddy drive? You absolutely could. I've never done one, honestly. I've never done a buddy drive. It's just one of the fundraisers I just haven't done. I know, call me crazy. But recently I was scrolling through social media, and so now I'm going to get your brain thinking. And I noticed my friend just started a nonprofit rescue with horses. Well, I used to ride when I was a kid, so I reached out because horses are near to my heart and I love them. And I love this girl. She used to date my son back in the day, and I still keep in touch with her. So I reached out to her. I'm like, Olivia, I would love to help your horse rescue. Let's do a fundraiser. She said, okay. She goes, well, a lot of the people here don't know what Scentsy is. I said, all right. So then she found someone to have a party at the house where I brought stock because I do events. Now, you don't have to have stock, but you need to have a fragrance flower, the fan system, an air purifier, a diffuser, a warmer. You just want the buddies, the buddy clips. You want our LTO products. You want to have a good mix of everything. And then all the samples, of course, and the testers to smell. So that worked out really well. I had stock. I do events, remember? Plus all the fundraising I do, all of my stock is free or half price. Seriously, it's when you do a lot of fundraising, that is the beauty. Besides helping others, you do get to keep that. So we set up and she said, yes, let's do it. I didn't open up a shopping link yet. Hear me out. So we did this party in our house on a Saturday. I left it kind of open for a few hours because some people ride and there was a horse show going on that day. So I just kind of hung out for the day. Plus, I really like her a lot too. So I hung out there and we did a great, I think it was like $1,600 or $1,700. But what I did was I shared our products, got them excited about Luna or Aloe Water if that was their favorite scent. They got to see and touch and smell and take home and experience the products. I'm not saying you have to have inventory. Please don't spend your family money on Scentsy ever. Take it from me. Don't do that. Don't get yourself in debt. You're supposed to be spoiling your family with your Scentsy money that you get, right? So we did that party and it was fantastic. Afterwards, as soon as the party ended, I opened up a shopping link for a week. Now, why did I do that? A lot of people go, oh, we opened up a shopping link because people haven't experienced it yet. You have to get it. Really, all you need is a good nose for Scentsy, right? You just need to change the world 1 cent at a time is how I say it. Let's change lives. Let's fundraise 1 cent at a time and give back to the community and give back to families that need it. Gas money for young moms. I am here to help. Ooh, sorry, got a little tangent there. Anyway, so I got done with that and we opened up the party for like another week. She ended up doing like $3,000 in total. Why do you think? Because anyone can open up a shopping link and send a QR code to the party, but without having the experience of the products, they don't get it. Now you're saying, oh, but Wendy, I've got a fundraiser in Oklahoma. How would I do that? Oh, let me tell you, you're going to send a box of goodness. You're going to send them a return sticker to get it back to a return label. If you use Pirate Ship for shipping, it is hands down the best way. So I send a box. I send a wall fan diffuser. Yeah, go ahead, plug it in. I send a diffuser in there, just the little deluxe one. I do not send a premium diffuser. I send a warmer, I send wax, I send samples, I send testers, order forms, catalogs, the harvest brochure. I would send the holiday brochure right about now, you know? So there's so much that we can do with that box of goodness to let people experience. That is the success of a fundraiser. They have to experience it. I can't tell you enough. I can't tell you enough how much that matters. So how do we do this, guys? Get your ask in gear. I know you guys have heard me say that, and I'm not saying a bad word. Get your ask in gear. Ask your friends and family. I am not saying go down the list of every school in your area and cold call. No, you ask your friends or your family or your neighbors, oh yeah, I see your kids are back to school. Are your kids playing any sports? And then you could say, oh, great. Say, I do fundraisers. I'd love to help. Could you get me in? That is the best way in. Cold calling doesn't work. I'm going to be transparent here and tell you what I did. I saw another horse rescue and I was feeling all good and feisty, and I gave all that money to the Way Out West equine rescue. And I was like, I'm just going to reach out to another one. I reached out, they never answered. I said, hey, my name is Wendy. I'm with Scentsy. I have a love for horses. I used to ride and show. When I was younger, I had a horse for 5 years. He was a registered Arabian. The whole story, never even read it. They didn't. So cold calling is tough. You got to find an in. You need to get your ask in gear. Also, not just asking, listen, watch, observe, talk less, right? So on social media is this platform of goodness. Someone's like, I just lost my job. Okay. You could reach out and don't just go right in with, I could do a fundraiser for you. Okay. Absolutely intentional scroll, Stephanie. So you could say, how are you? What happened with your job? I'm so sorry. And start talking and communicating and asking about her pictures and liking her pictures, building a genuine relationship. Yeah, it's not good just to go in and be like, oh, hey, I have Scentsy. I can help you. Some people may take it as a plus. Some people may be totally turned off. So remember, it is all about asking intentionally and being really careful with what you say. Words matter, right? When you send a message and you say, oh yeah, okay, I'm good. You be like, I'm good, or like, I'm good. Those voice messages really, really work. And I'm going to get to that. So here's how. Get your ask in gear. I did a post the other day in my stories and I had like a money sign. Okay. So it was like this dollar. I think I Googled dollars or money. So I took the money image and said, I'm doing fundraisers. It may be in my highlights. I can't remember. Anyway, I can fundraise for churches, organizations. Let me help you, so to speak. Well, I had 3 people reach out and now I'm currently figuring out the best way to fundraise for them. So first of all, you go in and you ask people around you in your circle, because that's how you expand your circle. So your neighbor, Sally, has a kid in Geisler Elementary School. Now you're going to do a fundraiser for them, okay? Because she got you in. So you got to talk to the principal. You've got to bring the forms. You got to go there in the office with a few of our Scentsy products. I'd never show up empty-handed when I was trying to sell a fundraiser or sell a product. Yeah, don't let that scare you all. It's so easy. So you go in and you share your love for the products. You say, look, we can do a regular paper fundraiser. You guys have seen my forms. We can do an online fundraiser. I can set up at your next carnival. We could do that and then open up a shopping link. So the fundraising ideas are endless and I'm here to help. Which level or who are you trying to earn funds for? Lots of times they're like, well, the kids are going to science camp, or we need to have a Christmas party, or maybe they're trying to do something, who knows? I can't even think of other things that they're trying to earn money for. Playground equipment, it may be in a whole. Remember, you as a Scentsy consultant can do a fundraiser for the whole group or individually broken down. I know, graduations, yes. If you do it individually broken down, it does take a little bit more work. All you would do is pull out an Excel spreadsheet. If you aren't good on that and proficient, write down a list. But if you do something individual and you open up shopping links, when those people shop, right? And they shop under that shopping link, it's under Geisler Grade School Fundraiser. You need to make sure if you're trying to credit a certain student or a certain dancer or a certain sports team or a certain person on the team, they have to make sure they include the name. So it may say Stephanie Pacheco / that money goes to Jimmy John. And so that way you know how to pay. So setting up the fundraiser, first of all, you land it. Then you figure out which way is the best way to fundraise for the organization. I will tell you this. When I've done my best fundraising, it's when I was able to be in person. Here's a perfect one for a cheer team. They said, yes, we want to do it. Why don't you come, this was the funnest part, to our team meeting. When all the parents are already there, I was able to talk to them and they got to see me. I had a few things set up of Scentsy. They got to experience the products And then they ask for packets to go home. So I was able to look at them in the eye and say, oh my gosh, I'm so excited to help you with your cheer uniforms. This is awesome. And then, so I would take the packet home. You've got 1 week. I'll be back here to collect it. I say no more than 2 weeks, guys. 10 days, 7 to 10 days is an awesome fundraiser. You know why? Do you know why? Because it's a sense of urgency. If they look at it and they're like, oh, I got a couple weeks, they may set it aside. 10 days, max. That is my next thing with fundraising. You could put the money thing saying need funds. You could put up some kids playing sports teams. That could be a story. My stories are fire right now. I don't know what is happening, but that's where I'm getting teamies, sales, post links, share in your stories. To make your stories relevant, you need to share like 4 or 5 times a day in there. Yeah, you do. You do. If you don't do stories, I can't even tell you. Like my social media posts are not as big. It's those stories. And I love to look and see who looked. I love to see who's liking. Lots of times in the stories, anyone looking for funds? Hi, stories have been killer. Yes, see, Stephanie, it's just an amazing thing. Okay, so the other day I had my hair done and I was sitting in this, I'm just having you think. So I remember sitting there with my hairdresser, and I remember her telling me about a dog that she had rescued, and she got the dog home, and the dog was like crazy, like night after night, chewing, tearing things up. She tried for 2 weeks and just had to call the rescue back and say, look, I'm struggling. I can't handle this dog. And she was crying and she felt really bad. But what I remember, because I listened to her story, what I remembered was that she said the rescue took the dog back and didn't make her feel bad. So I thought, ooh, I liked them. So when I was there the other day, I said, how's that rescue that you worked for? And she goes, oh, it's right down the street. And I said, okay, can you give me the information of the lady that helped you? I would like to fundraise for them because you had such a great experience when you adopted that dog and they took the dog back. Because I listened, yeah, I'm getting a fundraiser. So a lot of times, post it, share it, but also take a minute and listen to what's happening in the world around you. You can help out so many people. Suddenly when you open your mind, I look for hearts every day. You guys know hearts in nature. If you see them, tag me in my stories. It's like my favorite thing to do. But what it does is it reminds me every day that I need to give back and I need to share my heart. When I'm looking for hearts is my truest time. I'm usually out for a walk and I'm looking for hearts, because that is what we need to do in this day and age. Our lives are just rough. We're challenged. Look at you, Stephanie. Your floors are flooded and you're on this Zoom. And I have to say, I'm so proud of you, because a lot of people would cancel, right? A lot of people would cancel. You're here. God bless you. This is amazing. So that's my little dog story. She is strong, huh? She's so strong. Okay, presenting tips. When you go and present, be prepared. Have your documents ready. Have products to show. My favorite way, I walked into a school, swear, and I knew that they wanted to do a paper fundraiser. I had kind of talked to them before, so I knew they wanted to do a paper one. So I thought I had a fragrance flower to show, had a buddy clip, had a scent circle. I had to have a car bar. I had to have all the things so I could show them so they could best figure out what works for them. They chose, because it's the same price, one of my favorite fundraising forms to do is I connect and combine the scent circle, which is 6 for 15, and the buddy clips, which are 15, right? And I can combine those in one packet, something for the mom, the parents, and something for like the kids. So just trying to say that's my best packet that I've ever, besides my fragrance flower. You guys know how much I love those. That's my best fundraiser yet to speak, besides the in-person. I think in person, we can just kind of give it a little more. I had another one that I couldn't be in person. You know what I did? I recorded a video and I said, hey, I'm Wendy, your Scentsy girl. I am giving up my profits for your team. And I want to let you know, don't forget to shop the bundle and saves, or whatever story I said to them. It was quick. It was a quick video. I recorded it, dropped it in my Google Drive, turned it into a QR code, and put it right on the paperwork that was being mailed home. It was one sheet of paper like this. Here's my Scentsy Pet Fundraiser, right? With my QR code. Okay, I put another QR code to say, watch this. And guess what that was? Guess what that was? That was me saying, thank you so much for allowing me to share my heart and give back to your organization. Personalize it, guys. It's not just, oh, here's a link. Links without anything don't show you and who you are. You are the face of your business. You need to be the face of your business. They need to hear, they need to see you. They need to feel your heart. They need to know that you're the girl or the guy that's going to take care of them. 100%. Oops, sorry, I just dropped something. Let's see. Make a list of what you can offer. Sometimes they have a set number of what they need to raise. Sometimes they're like, ooh, the uniforms are expensive. They just need money. So that's okay too. But sometimes I'll say, guess what? If there's two classes competing against each other, I'll offer the top class a pizza party, or I'll offer the top three earners, the top three packets that had the most sales, I'll offer a little gift to them. And that is the beauty of fundraising, to be able to give back even more. Those free and half price rewards, I can give them some, the person who put it together, I could give her a fragrance flower. She'd be tickled pink. She wasn't expecting a thing. But if you give that fragrance flower to one person, they're hooked for life. Fragrance flowers are just my jam. I don't even know how to. So make a list and let them know that, yeah, the fundraiser is going to end. Let's say you started today, 10 days. It's going to end on the 29th because you want to close it this month. It's going to end on the 29th. And then on the 10th of the next month, when I'm paid, I'm going to pay you. Oh, that's how it works. If you don't let them know, they're going to be like, oh, great, the fundraiser ended. And now this girl ghosted me. Set the expectations. Let them know what you're going to do from the get-go. Even have it in writing if you have to, but make sure the person that's helping you with that organization knows you're going to give your profit up, right? I do something, just me. If they reach 2,000, I bump it up another 5%. I'm getting a bonus. Why wouldn't I give it back to them? Again, just me. Some people take that 5% and they use it for marketing materials, prizes, gifts. So you need to do what works for you. So I'm hoping you're feeling and understanding this premise of the fundraiser. I'm really giving you like deep tips of what has worked. Always ask their goal, offer to speak to the group, and most importantly, spoil the contact with your rewards. Want to get it back in again? You got to spoil them. You do. You have to spoil them. I say, make sure you kiss the fundraiser, keep it super simple, let them know that you do all the work, you're going to bag it up, you're going to bring it back. If they haven't shopped online, you are going to bring the check. Just cross off all those expectations. And remember, you are getting a great tax write-off. You are getting a ton of contacts, a ton of leads, a ton of new VIPs. Honestly, if you do this well, you may have enough products for the whole rest of the season without even trying. It's amazing. It's amazing. Don't forget about the tax donations. Let's see. I'm trying to see what else I have to share with you guys. I always say get your ask in gear, and it's just one of those things that really resonates with me. And this also is a form which I can drop the file. It's the Go for the No challenge. And of course it has hearts everywhere. And if you haven't heard of this, let me tell you what it is. If you go for the no, you have it. Okay, you have it. Okay, if you go for the no, darn betcha you're going to round a fundraiser or two. If you seriously go back to old school, pull out your list of 100, write down, let's go back to basics, guys. Write that list of 100. Think about who might want to join a team, who may want to do a fundraiser, who may want to open a party, right? A shopping link. You just never know. You may reach out to somebody who you hadn't talked to in a long time, and it might just be just the right thing. Remember, text messages can be misread. Use emojis. If you can send a voice message, even better. So do the go for the no. Challenge yourself 100% on how many no's you can get and celebrate with the yeses. What if you spent a bunch of time and you said, I'm going to go for the no, when I'm going to take the rest of this week and go for the no. By Sunday, what if you landed a fundraiser? What if you landed a new teamie? What if you gave them a dream pack? That's my Friday training. Instead of an opportunity pack, I'm calling it a dream pack because I want them to dream big and remember what it was like to dream as a child. I know, here I go again. But anyway, I believe that you can land whatever you put your mind towards. Do you notice that? Do you notice that some people are like, well, I work full time and I just can't do this, okay? Pull out your go for the no sheet, okay? Get your list of 100. Fill that bloody form out. Fill out that list of 100. Do the go for the no's in 15-minute blocks, 3 times a day. 15 minutes to buy, to work on sales for buying, 15 minutes a day to work on host, get people, 15 minutes a day to work on joining, and 15 minutes a day to work on fundraising. Those 4 cylinders, buy, host, join, fundraising. Everybody's got an hour in one day. It all depends on how you live your life. Do you want this? Do you want to earn the incentive trip? Do you know that it's really highly based on PRV this time? I know that. I looked it up. So fundraising is the best way. Oh, first of all, it helps your heart. Right? Makes you feel good about doing something great for someone else. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to come on here so emotional. It feels great, and it's a really great thing to do. Not only that, but you're going to fundraise, you're going to change lives, you're going to earn that trip. Because, you know, I think my biggest fundraiser I ever did, oh God, it was that Scent Circle one. I think it was $4,633 in packets. Guys, I did that in Scent Circles and Buddy Clips. That was crazy. But do you know what made that one so successful? I'm going to tell you. It was a dance team, Tustin High School dance team. I do it every year for them now. But what I did was at their practice, I went in, instead of with the moms and the parents, I met them earlier. I went in with the kids when they had practice. And I brought Buddy Clips for them to see and touch and smell. I put a scent circle. That's right. I gave every packet a free scent circle. That's what I do. It's just what I do, because all those scent circles were free with all my host rewards. I use my host rewards really, really well. When I turn around and buy stuff back from a fundraiser, I have price items for 6 packs of scent circles over and over and over again. And also half price 3 packs of flowers. I'm obsessed with flowers. If you couldn't tell by now, I did create the fragrance flower party. That's a whole nother training. And it's really changed my business and my life. So you no more than 2 weeks, remember, you give up your profit, and you also let the coordinator know. Like in this one form right here, it shows here, I'm just gonna pull out the scent circle form. So in every single one of my packets, if you haven't seen it, it's got this beautiful form. These are all the different fundraisers that I created this time, okay? If you look, full catalog, scent circle, buddy clip, car bar, fragrance flower, travel twist, and pets. So if you look, that's what this is. This doesn't go home with the student. This is what you take to the coordinator to land it. Oh. Then you take this and you look. In this document, it'll show you. If they're trying to earn money, it'll show how many participants sold how many 6 packs of scent circles. So let's say 50 kids sold, let's see, 10 6 packs of scent circles. I'm going to write them a check for $1,875. Is that amazing? This is how you set the goal. Again, this is what you take to your coordinator when you're selling the fundraiser. This stuff does not go home with the kids, right? Right? Oh, you just wait till my next documents. So then here is like a single page scent circle fundraiser. You're like, they just want to be able to scan and go. Here you go, scan and go. These are also single documents on my YouTube channel with your own thing that you could put your QR code, okay? So single document fundraiser, that would go home. That's a separate deal. But the best part is this form here. This is like your old fashioned form, so old school. Some people like to do this, okay? Last but not least, a description of all the scents. Do you think they'd get an idea of what the scent circle is about? Yeah, I think they would. I think they'd understand what the scent circle is. Is it cool to put it in the packet? It is. But if you had to make up 200 packets, ooh, that'd be a lot of scent circles. So do what you can. Use, share, let them experience. Maybe you can't do that packet and that's not going to work. They just want a shopping code and they want you to set up one day after school, right? Right there when the kids are getting picked up. Moms could come by and take a look and smell. And they're like, oh, that's the fundraiser we got going on. Oh, I like that scent. Okay, she'll probably go home and order that. So there's so many different ways to give back and to make it super easy for your success. What I want to tell you is get your ask in gear. Remember, we give up our 25% profit. I'll tell you right now, you will never see. I have changed my forms to help people, but you'll never see me raising the price to $20, even though it's $15, because I don't want to deal with tax. I do the Scent Circle fundraiser and all my prices are what's in the catalog. Because my opinion, don't want someone to go, oh, that girl's getting money back, but she raised the prices. Do you see how it makes me feel? I feel like I'm just shorting them and it's just not helpful. So I am going to open it up for any questions. I haven't seen anything at all, just a couple little questions that come across, but I want to help you guys do well on your taxes, have tons of write-offs, make big income, earn the incentive to, most of all, fundraise and give back from your heart. It's a beautiful place. Oh, wait, one more thing. I almost forgot. Okay. I made a mistake one time and I have to tell you what I did. So I told this girl I was doing this fundraiser. It was scent circles, packets for this Hawaiian dance team. Yeah, it was some Hawaiian dance team. The lady thought because they sold $2,000 that I was giving them $2,000. Okay, hear me out. We pay our fundraiser. Okay, so say they do $1,000 before tax and shipping. Okay, I'm going to round the number up. Our 25% is $250, right? Now, that's exactly, see your tax. It doesn't matter. Your tax would be 11. Ooh, that's high, girl. 11.5% on top of that $15. That is what your Scent Circle fundraiser would be. Or if it's a fragrance flower, $16 plus your tax rate. But what we do is we calculate all of the information, all the money we got. Let's see, that one party I did say it did $1,700 that day. We ended up doing $3,000. I gave her 30%. So I'm going to show you the check. Look, I'm going to walk away. Because they did 3,000, I was able to write a check. Do you see? Write a check for $1,000. Do you need this check? No, but it's a great visual when you want to kind of land one. Actually, one time I landed a fundraiser because I was holding this sign and dancing. I give back. It was kind of dorky. Some people bought it. Don't be afraid to be a dork. Don't be afraid to be weird. Weird is good. You can be like everybody else, or you could be weird. All I know is just have the biggest heart ever to give back. It is so special. Besides what you can earn, get on that incentive trip, you get to lay your head down at night. I made a difference today. That's truly my goal. Two more things before we go to questions. I have a couple quotes for you. Remember, your greatness, my friends, is not what you have. Remember, your greatness is truly what you give. Okay? Last but not least, if you want this incentive trip and you want this, I'm going to read you some lyrics right now. This is my latest jam. It makes me excited. Every time I hear this song, I feel like $1,000,000 and I feel unstoppable. Some mornings when I get up, I make my bed, I get ready, I work out. But some mornings I need to hear this song to get me going. What is your get you going song, right? Unstoppable. I put my armor on to show you how strong I am. I put my armor on to show you that I am. I'm unstoppable. I'm a Porsche with no brakes. I'm invincible. That's right. I win every single game. I'm so powerful. I don't need batteries to play. I'm unstoppable. I'm unstoppable today. You need to be unstoppable. You need to give back. You need to fundraise with your heart and your soul. And let's change the world one darn cent at a time. Woo! I have no idea why I got so into that. Woo! Transparency. You guys felt that, I'm sure. Woo! Hi, loves.
We all did. And you are the most amazing person and the person that I needed today for sure, because my energy was on running low on empty, just like my solar panels every damn day now since I got no power. So believe me, you are a life savior to me and to many others, and your energy is so contagious. I know for a fact your energy is it's glowing everyone right now. I know Melanie.
Are you guys ready to do a fundraiser? Are you ready?
Yeah. I'm gonna go right now and do it.
Who's gonna go for the no? Who's gonna get their ass in gear? Show me your hands right now. I need to see. Okay. Yes. Woohoo! Any
We're
questions?
showing. So we are so grateful, really, really, for you coming in here and just giving us the chance of being together and just talking about Scentsy and just having some fun and getting your energy and getting some energy from you, because I need it. I know you need to let some loose and we need it now.
I walk and work out a lot. Did anyone have questions? Oh my gosh, Rachel, your baby is so cute.
I know.
Oh, goodness. Oh, I can't wait to be a grandma, by the way.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. I know I'm almost 60 years old. I think it's time.
Oh my God.
But I would like to just say thank you so much. Funny is Stephanie texted me today. She said, "How are you doing? How are you doing?" And I was like, "I'm not doing great. I am literally exhausted. My police academy is kicking my tail beyond belief, and